Now let's do this again. All right. Go luck house guess.
Have you ever faced a terrifying yet fascinating creature? Meet the Jabberwocky. This curious figure comes from Lewis Carroll's poem in Through the Looking Glass. Today, we unravel its story. The Jabberwocky is a fearsome beast. It has sharp teeth, claws, and a menacing shadow. It embodies confusion and chaos, living in a whimsical world. Let's break the story down step by step. First, a brave boy learns of the Jabberwock's legend. Villagers tell tales of its fierce nature. They warn him to stay away. Despite their fear, the boy decides to confront the creature. He arms himself with a vorpal sword. This weapon symbolizes courage and protection. With determination, he ventures into the woods. In the forest, he encounters strange creatures. They speak in riddles and make nonsensical sounds. These characters illustrate the whimsical chaos of Carroll's world. Finally, he faces the Jabberwocky. They engage in a dramatic battle. The boy uses his wit and courage. With a swift slice, he conquers the beast. Victorious, he returns home as a hero. The Jabberwocky represents the unknown. It teaches us to confront our fears. The whimsical elements remind us to embrace creativity and imagination. To summarize, the Jabberwocky is a symbol of courage and imagination. It encourages facing fears head-on with creativity. The story blends nonsense with profound lessons. Now, dive back into Through the Looking Glass. Explore the enchanting world of Alice. Discover how these whimsical elements shape our understanding. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more fascinating tales.
Yay! It did a good job that time. Yippee, Yahoo type shit. All right, I'm going to start over one more time. Again, this is the second retelling of the story of the Jabberwocky. Please keep both of your hands in frame throughout the duration of this. Afterwards, I'll stop sharing, and then we'll commence with the asking of questions.
Have you ever faced a terrifying Have you ever faced a terrifying yet
End my life. End my life instantly. One last. There you go. Good.
Have you ever faced a terrifying yet fascinating creature? Meet the Jabberwocky. This curious figure comes from Lewis Carroll's poem in Through the Looking Glass. Today, we unravel its story. The Jabberwocky is a fearsome beast. It has sharp teeth, claws, and a menacing shadow. It embodies confusion and chaos, living in a whimsical world. Let's break the story down step by step. First, a brave boy learns of the Jabberwock's legend. Villagers tell tales of its fierce nature. They warn him to stay away. Despite their fear, the boy decides to confront the creature. He arms himself with a vorpal sword. This weapon symbolizes courage and protection. With determination, he ventures into the woods. In the forest, he encounters strange creatures. They speak in riddles and make nonsensical sounds. These characters illustrate the whimsical chaos of Carroll's world. Finally, he faces the Jabberwocky. They engage in a dramatic battle. The boy uses his wit and courage. With a swift slice, he conquers the beast. Victorious, he returns home as a hero. The Jabberwocky represents the unknown. It teaches us to confront our fears. The whimsical elements remind us to embrace creativity and imagination. To summarize, the Jabberwocky is a symbol of courage and imagination. It encourages facing fears head-on with creativity. The story blends nonsense with profound lessons. Now, dive back into Through the Looking Glass. Explore the enchanting world of Alice. Discover how these whimsical elements shape our understanding. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more fascinating tales.
There goes both of your tellings of the story of the Jabberwocky. In a moment, Benji's going to come right in and I'll be asking the questions just to make sure I got everything right. Again, thank you guys so much for your patience, understanding, experiencing technical difficulties. The tech savviest, as you can see. Um, Appreciate you guys very much. All right, we're going to get right into the first question, actually, while we're waiting for him to get admitted in. And again, you'll be answering in your prod chats. Question one. What poem does the Jabberwocky come from? I repeat, what poem does the Jabberwocky come from? Give me a thumbs up once you have answered in your project so I can go check and verify. Just waiting on one more person to answer. Still waiting on one more answer. Hit the question one last time. What poem does the Jabberwocky come from?
Is it me?
Yes, you. I did not want to call you up.
Um.
You have to probably message him.
Oh.
Yeah, to message the
Jacob,
bot.
No,
I can
just say
help with writing them down if need be now, because I'm in my
Appreciate it.
room now. I climbed back up said stairs to go to my room.
Y'all need to take Haley out of this game and put me in the game. Because Haley doesn't know stuff.
I'm gonna. Be an answer now. All right. We have all the answers right now. So, Evelyn, Gianna, Jake, Cake, Kathy, Roberto, Sabrina, Seb, Staten all answered correctly with through the looking glass. Everybody gets a point. We move on to question two. Who went to confront the Jabberwocky?
shout out to Claire. Hi, Claire.
Hi.
Jacob, can you check the thing?
All right. Everybody has answered. All right. Evelyn, Gianna, Jake, Kathy, Roberto, Sabrina, Seb, Stanton all said some sort of form of the word boy. They will all receive a point. We move on to the third question. What did the boy arm himself with to defeat the Jabberwocky? Right. Everybody has answered. Evelyn, Gianna, Jake, Cake, Kathy, Roberto, Sabrina, Seb, Staten all said that the boy armed himself with a sword. Everybody gets a point. We move on to the next question. Question number 4. What does the Jabberwocky symbolize? Again, I will repeat. What does the Jabberwocky symbolize? Sabrina, you're good. You can put your thumb down. Jake, you're good. You can put your thumb down. Kathy, you're good. You can put your thumb down. Evelyn, you're good. You can put your thumb down. Stain, you're good. You can put your thumb down. Just confirming the prod real quick. Seb, you're good. You can put your thumb down. Even though I love your thumb. You can flash your thumb. All right. We were looking for one of two answers. So as long as you provided one of them, you would qualify. I'll go over what everyone said. Evelyn said the unknown or chaos. Gianna said the unknown. Jake said courage and imagination. Cake said courage and strength. Kathy said the unknown. Roberto said the unknown. Seb said the unknown. Sabrina said courage and imagination. And Staten said imagination and confronting your fears. The correct answer is that the Jabberwocky symbolizes courage and imagination. The following people get a point. Jake gets a point. Kate gets a point. Sabrina gets a point, and Staten gets a point. Move on to the next question. What does the Jabberwocky embody? We just asked what he symbolizes, but what does it embody?
Sabrina, you're good if your hands up. Evelyn, you're also good if your hands up.
Seb, you're good.
Staten, you're good. Jake, you're good.
All right.
Kathy, you're good.
And with that, we have all of our answers here. Again, we were looking for one of two answers. So here's what everyone said. Evelyn said the unknown. Gianna said courage and fear. Jake said chaos and courage. Cake said courage. Kathy said facing the unknown. Roberto said facing our fears. Sabrina said the unknown. Seb said the unknown. And Stanton said the unknown and chaos. Nobody got the first one right, which was confusion. The other answer we would have accepted was chaos. So the following players get a point. Jake gets a point, and I believe only Jake and Stanton get a point. Production could confirm that with me. We'll move on to our next question. Question 6. Oh, 7, by the way. What does the Vorpal sword symbolize? Sabrina, you are good. Seb, you're good.
Evelyn, you're good. Staten, you're good. Kathy, you're good.
And Jake, you're good. And with that, I believe we have everyone's answers. Yes, indeed, we do. All right. So, again, we would accept one of two answers. Here's what everyone said. Evelyn said protection and courage. Gianna said courage and protection. Jake said strength and power. Cake said protection. Kathy said curiosity and imagination. Roberto said courage and protection. Sabrina said courage and protection. Stanton said strength or bravery. And Seb said, and I quote, it represents a fucking sword, Jake. And the correct answer we would have taken was either one of courage or protection. The following people get a point: Evelyn, Gianna, Cake, Roberto, Sabrina. Although Seb gets a point in my because it did make me chuckle. Hee hee ha ha. Last question. We asked you what the Jabberwocky symbolizes. We asked you what he embodied. But what does the Jabberwocky represent? What does he represent? Okay. Seb, you're good. Sabrina, you're good.
Jake, you're good.
Evelyn, you're good.
Also, not freaking Seb saying the curtains are fucking blue.
They are like, this is why I couldn't be an English teacher.
Let me do the math really quick on everything.
All right. And okay, and Jake, you're good. I don't know if someone gave you the thumbs up, but yeah. All right. Last question. Here's what everyone answered. Evelyn said unknown. Gianna said facing our fears and creativity. Jake said imagination and courage. Cake said courage. Kathy said the unknown. Roberto said the unknown. Sabrina said facing your fears. Seb said the fucking unknown. And Staten said your fears. The correct answer that we were looking for was the unknown. So the following players get a point. Evelyn gets a point, Kathy gets a point, Roberto gets a point, and Seb get a point. And in true Big Brother fashion, we have not a two-way tie, not a three-way tie, not a four-way tie, but a five-way tie for first place. So the following people received 5 out of 7 points and are eligible to be the head of household.
And if you
Evelyn,
don't hear your name, please go off
go
camera.
off camera. And this is in alphabetical order. Evelyn, Jake, Roberto, Sabrina, and Stan. I'll have you know, everybody not in attendance had to compete in this competition beforehand, and were eligible to win. To everybody else who I did not say, please go off camera. All right, we have all of our lovely tiebreaker people here, and Roberto somewhere in the universe. And this is the closest without going over. We will allow you to use a pen and paper if you have it on hand, or use a calculator because I'm nice. In seconds, without going over, was the full length of time of all 3 videos sent in the announcements chat. The cast review, the night 0 call, the intro video. Those are the 3 videos. In seconds, what's the overall sum of seconds across?
And we're answering
cast
on
review
paper or in our prod chat?
in your project?
Okay.
And just like the aforementioned questions, please give us a thumbs up once you have your tiebreaker answer. Got an answer from Sabrina.
Funny because Seb's thumbs are up in here for them.
We got an answer from Staten. Got an answer from Evelyn. And we have an answer from Jake. All right. We're going to go over every single one of the answers from smallest to highest. The smallest answer was Jake with 960 seconds. Next is Sabrina with 1,260 seconds. Next is, I'm sorry if you heard that in the background. Roberto guessed 1,600. My apologies. Staten then guessed 4,589 seconds. And by far the largest was Evelyn guessing 18,000 seconds. The answer what you're looking for was 1,991 seconds. So congratulations, Roberto. You are the new head of household. Wherever you are in the universe, congratulations. We will be confirming and announcing the time we will be having the nomination ceremony tomorrow. We'll try to get in contact with Roberto and arrange that with subsequent veto picks as well. Best of luck, everybody. Have a great night. And remember, be kind to one another.